Good evening to everyone. Namaste. Radha Swami. Sirio Ji. So, in this evening satsang, I am going to begin by singing a bhajan by Sant Ajaib Singh. It's taken from the collection of his poems called Divine Melodies. And it's a bhajan to which I apply the melody. I sing it both in English and in Punjabi or Urdu. I don't exactly know the language in which it has been originally written. During the recent retreat, I sang it in English, and this evening I'm going to sing it in its original language. See which you like the most. Those who heard it during the retreat, and those who hear it now in its original language, the one in which Master Kripa actually wrote it. So try to be joyful, first of all. Try to be happy because we are having a satsang. And when we have satsang, we should be not just happy. We should be super happy, very happy. Because we are associating, communicating with truth. We are going to hear somebody talking about truth and what's best in life than talking about truth, or listening somebody talking about truth. It's great because in this world falsehood prevails, falsity. Everything is fake, more or less. So if we find a place where we talk about truth, then we should be so happy. Because understanding truth, finding truth, is the purpose of life, isn't it? Those intelligent people, they will agree for sure. We are in this world not just for eating, drinking, enjoying a few pleasures, suffering a lot, eventually get very diseased and die. No, we are here to find truth, to find out what's the underlying truth. What is the substratum of this manifestation? This Maya, this projection which we see, it's illusion. So if there is a reality, a truth, which we can find and realize for ourselves, then it's so great. We should be so happy. Just the idea of being able to actualize something like this. Then if you are moving in that direction, much better. If you're living such a life that allows us to get as close as possible to this realization, then it's excellent. Anyhow, I'm going to sing this beautiful bhajana. I'll translate it at the end. Try to listen to it with all of your attention. The whole satsang, follow it with all of your attention, with all of your loving devotion. Do not try to analyze it, to scrutinize it. Do not try to make comments on it. Just listen. Just listen. The purpose of satsang is switching off the mind, is not making the mind active and make commentaries. No, try to switch off your mind. Be silent, because you know what is truth. Truth is in silence. So silence, surat, simran, that's all we need. Now we need surat. Attention. Listen with attention. प्रीतम अवसीनी से यो आज मेरा चारण चुमके सिस निवसन में प्रीतम अवसीनी से यो आज मेरा चरण चुमके सिस निवसन में शुक्र शुक्र कार सन उस गरी उतो जिस गरी अखन नल विकसन में शुक्र शुक्र कार सन उस गरी उतो जिस गरी अखन नल विकसन में आवसीनी से यो आज मेरा चारण चुमके सिस निवसन में मेरा यूस दे बज न और कोई चारण चुम चुम के अकन तेला वसन मेरा आयुष दे बज न और कोई चारण चुम चुम के अकन ते लाइसन प्रीतम आवसीनी से यो आज मेरा चारण चुमके सिस निवसन में तेरा जानना जग तेरे दिसे किते जाके हल सुना बसन में तेरा जानना जग तेरे दिसे किते जाके हल सुना बसन में प्रीतम आवसीनी से यो आज मेरा चारण चुमके सिस निवसन मेरे दर्द आवे मैनू बाज रो रो मर जब सन में मेरे दर्द आवे मैनू न मिल छेती तेरे बाज रो रो मर जब सन में प्रीतम अब सीनी से आज मेरा चारण चुमके सिसनी वसन में बज प्यारे आन दे मेरे जीने को था या बाज उन हल बन जा वसन में बज प्यारे आन दे मेरा जीन होता या बाज उन हल बन जा वसन में प्रीतम आवसीनी से यो आज मेरा चारण चुमके सिसनी वसन में लोकी ने आकरे ने प्रीतम आए गया मैं आज ततिना विज्ञानल आखिन लोकिन आकरे ने प्रीतम आए गया मैं आज ततिना विज्ञानल आखिन प्रीतम अवसिनी से आज मेरा चारण चुमके सिसनी वसन में केरा दिन ओसी चमन नल लसी प्रीतम राजना विक्या मुल आखिन केरा दिन ओसी चमन नल लसी प्रीतम राजना विक्या मुल आखिन प्रीतम आवसीनी से आज मेरा चरण चुमके सिसनी वसन में केरा दिन ओसी चमन नल लसी प्रीतम राजना विक्या मुल आखिन केदा दिन ओसी चमन नल लसी प्रीतम राजना विक्या मुल आखिन प्रीतम आवसीनी से आज मेरा चारण चुमके सिसनी वसन में मेते आई वे नहीं उमर विया चढ़ी पिया बाज निकार दी ओए रही हन मेते आई वे नहीं उमर विया चढ़ी पिया बाज निकार दी ओए राई हन प्रीतम आवसीनी से आज मेरा चारण चुम के सिसनी वसन में प्रीतम जावे चमन न लवे मैं चामन उस दिन दियो एक कराए हन प्रीतम जावे चमन न लवे मैं चमन उस दिन दियो एक कराए अन्न प्रीतम आवसीनी से आज मेरा चारण चुम के सिसनी वसन में प्रीतम आवसीनी से आज मेरा चारण चुम के सिसनी वसन में चारण चुम के सिसनी वसन में So, as I said, this is a bhajan by Satguru Kripalji, and the following is the translation of it. Oh friends, my beloved is coming today. I'll kiss his feet and prostrate before him. I'll be grateful for the moment when my eyes shall see him. I, kissing his feet, shall touch them with my eyes, because none else is mine save him. To whom shall I tell my pathetic tale? For in this world there is none like him. Oh sympathizer, come to me at once. I'm going to die weeping without thee. Without thee, beloved, it's very difficult to live. To whom shall I expose my heart, save thee? O God, which will be the auspicious day I'll embrace him, or he'll embrace me? My eyes aren't shaded, just beholding him. If the beloved comes to hug me, I become dust of his feet and a slave of him. Oh friends, my beloved is coming today. I'll kiss his feet and prostrate before him. You should realize this is the attitude that a devotee should have for his master. Complete love, complete devotion, complete surrender, complete appreciation, and the great pleasure of being in front of him, looking in his face, looking in his eyes. What's greater in this world? Nothing. For a devotee, nothing is as great as this. For cool people, for ordinary people, this might have no sense. Anyhow, we should develop this kind of love. We should develop this kind of devotion, this kind of appreciation for our master. Then our relation with him will be as wonderful as the one that Master Kripal had with his dearly beloved Azur Baba Sant Singh. Of course, this song is devoted to him. His beloved is was Baba Sant Singh. So that's what it means. If my beloved comes today, if Baba Sant Singh comes today, what do I do? I'll kiss his feet and prostrate before him. That's great. We should be as great as Hazur Kripal and have this kind of devotion. Then we will have a life like his. We will have the life of a God man, of a Guru Mukh, the mouthpiece of the Guru. So anyhow, the bhajan for this satsang, which I'm going to comment for this satsang, comes from our other dearly beloved master, Sant Ajaib Singh. And this is a very short, but very meaningful, very deep bhajan, which I always liked since his very creation, when it was made, back in the 80s. So can you imagine from the 80s up to now, how many times I've been singing this bhajan? So many times. And I always like it, because it's short, but it goes really to the roots of spirituality. It says what's needed to be said. So again, let us listen with all of our attention. Not just you, I also listened with attention. So let's enjoy it. Any bhajan is such a sweet something. It's like honey. It's nectar. It's amrit. And this is also a cup full of amrit. Let's drink it. Let's enjoy it. Ab Mohe Nain Esyo Guru Diya. Ab Mohe Nain Esyo Guru Diya. Dare dare fireti puche na koi, na jivat na samjhu mohi. Dare dare fireti puche na koi, na jivat na samjhu mohi. Mohe Guru Ne jivat kiya. Ab Mohe Nain Esyo Guru Diya. Ab Mohe Nain Esyo Guru Diya. Me anjan kachu janu, Guru ki mehima na pahichanu. Me anjan kachu janu, Guru ki mehima na pahichanu. Mohe matiso kanchan kiya. Ab Mohe Nain Esyo Guru Diya. Ab Mohe Nain Esyo Guru Diya. Nainan mena sujhat mohi, rate andheri rasta nahi. Nainan mena sujhat mohi andheri rasta nahi Mohe Guru Ne roshan kiya Ab Mohe Nain Guru Diya Ab Mohe Nainan Guru Diya मेरे गृह में सतगुरु आए सुते ओए पग जगाए मेरे गृह में सतगुरु आए सुते हुए पग जगाए अजायब किरपाल सतगुरु लिया अब मोए नाइनान गुरु दिया अब Nainan Guru Diya Nainan Guru Diya Ab Mohe Nain Guru Diya. Now my master has blessed me through his eyes, through his glance, through his merciful glance. I wander from door to door. No one cares about me. I didn't understand myself, neither alive nor dead. Master has made me alive. I was ignorant. I knew nothing. I didn't recognize the glory of the Master. He has transformed me from dirt into gold. With my eyes, I saw nothing. The night was dark and there was no road. The Master has enlightened me. Satguru has come to my home. He has awakened my sleeping fortune. Ajaib has been uplifted by Satguru Kripal. So this is always what we should understand as the basis of a relation with a Sadguru, with a master. Ajaib has been uplifted by Satguru Kirpal. He has awakened my sleeping fortune. Sant Ajaib Singh, after being awakened by Sankirpal Singh, he stayed devoted to him like a child devoted to his mother or to his father. He never gave up. He never got tired of singing his praises. He never missed a chance for giving out the glory of Master Kripal, transmitting his grace, his blessing to anybody that went to his door. Sant Ajaib Singh was a very simple man. He didn't have much of a intellectual knowledge, but he was very, very wise, really. If there is a person that I've met in my life that I understand to be very wise, that is Sant Ajaib Singh. He was really in control of the situation. He was really in control of himself. He was in control of his words, of his thoughts, of his actions. It was wonderful to watch him, the way he behaved, the way he talked, the stillness that emanated from him, the wisdom that emanated from him, the beauty, the purity that emanated from his face. It was such a wonderful being. Whenever I found myself sitting in front of him, and I spent quite a long time sitting in front of him, in many occasions, when I was translating for many, many people, I would sit in front of him during all those interviews and watch him closely, and always being wonderstruck by the amazing beauty, the amazing purity that emanated from his person. Although he had a long white beard, like mine now, more or less, yet he was always looking to me like a small child, because he really radiated a kind of purity. And I was always so fascinated by his personality, by the beauty that he radiated, the simplicity, but also the great wisdom. So here he's also talking very wisely. He's telling, look, once you are uplifted by a Sadguru, once you're uplifted by a master, you do not behave the infidel. You do not behave the person that loses his gratitude, his appreciation for the grace that he has been getting through somebody. We appreciate the grace that we get, surely, and definitely we do. But more than the grace that we get, we should appreciate the person or the master through whom the grace comes. It's but normal. Sant Ajaib Singh used to say, if you find the treasure, because you find somebody that knows where the treasure is, and he takes you there and he uncovers it and shows it to you and gives it to you, will you be grateful to the treasure, or will you be grateful to the person who made you find it? So we all have this divinity hidden there in the deep of ourselves. We all have this divine treasure. But unless we find the treasurer, unless we find the master that can take us there and make us realize this divinity which is inside of us, we will never uncover it. We will never be aware of it. We will never manifest it. So if by the grace of a Sadguru, we get to be uplifted into the divine state, find that divine treasure which is within us, then we just be grateful to the treasure, to the divinity. We will like that, of course. We will be full of appreciation and gratitude, but we will also be very grateful to the person who has made us realize this divinity. Isn't it so? I think it is. For people who have a love truth, for people who are able to recognize the facts and the value of what happens to us, for them it will be yes, of course, yes, we'll be grateful to the person who makes us find this divinity, and we will always be devoted to the person that awakens our sleeping fortune. We all have as a potential a great fortune. We are all very fortunate. First of all, we are fortunate because we have this physical body. Because we weren't born as insects, we weren't born as plants, we weren't born as animals. We were born as human beings, in whom the five elements are fully manifested, and consequently all the full potential of the human body, all the capacities at an intellectual level, at a physical level, at an intuitive level, and so on and so forth. So humans have all the capacities, have all the possibilities by which they can recognize and manifest, realize that divinity which is latent within us, and not only within us, mind you, it's everywhere. It's inside of us, it's outside of us. It's north, it's south, east and west, front and back. It's everywhere. So we have to manifest this divinity and then contemplate it all over, everywhere. So Sant Ajaib Singh at the end of this poem is pointing out this fact, that Ajaib has been uplifted by Satguru Kirpal. He has awakened my sleeping fortune. He has come to my home. He has awakened me. So I'm grateful to this person. I love this person very dearly, and I will always love this person. I won't behave such that now I love him, tomorrow I love somebody else. Today I'm grateful to him, tomorrow I'll be grateful to somebody else. No, relations are very holy. Relations, especially with the master, should be very faithful, should be of complete giving up of ourselves, complete dedication. Only like this we come to enjoy and realize the full possibilities of living such a very holy, special relation. If you are able to maintain it from where it starts, the day we meet the master and we have this great spiritual awakening with him, more or less, but we all have it. So from that very first day to the day we die, I would say, not just when the master dies or leaves the body, no, we keep, even after he leaves this world, we keep being devoted to him, we keep loving him, and we keep understanding him as our God. Why this? Because it's with him that we perceive God. So it is the right thing to be devoted, dedicated to that place, to that master, to that human form through which we perceive the holy presence of God. God is all powerful, he's omnipotent, he can do anything. So he could make us have this perception somewhere else. But no, because of many reasons, some that we might understand, some that we may not understand, we had this perception, this experience with this person. So he is the person that we should love, devoted to, help in his mission, cooperate with, and carry on this wonderful spiritual work that we may carry on with the master. Anyhow, going back to the very first sentence, how does it begin? Ab Mohe Nain Guru. So my master has blessed me, has transmitted to me the grace through his eyes. That's where it begins. He didn't transmit me his grace through his feet, through his words, through anything else. He says, he points out, which is the main source for getting the blessing. Here he goes to the very point, which is very important. Master Kripal, I very often mention this, his sentence, used to say that 1/3 of the teachings is given through satsangs, spoken words, written words, books, and so on and so forth. Intellectual. 2/3 of the teachings are kind of unspoken, unwritten. They are transmitted through the eyes. So people wonder, is there any use in having a master? What's the use of having a master? I can do it by myself. I can do it on my own. I read the books, I practice, and I will realize this God, if there is any God, if there is any truth, any reality, supreme reality, I will realize it on my own. Why should I need the help of anybody? It's like a baby that, comes into this world, and even before learning how to walk, he begins saying, what do I have to do with my thinking? What do I have to do with this, my mom or father? I walk on my own. I manage by my own in this life. How foolish would it be? It's just impossible. So, as a child needs so much the help of his or her parents in order to survive and grow properly in his body and then in this world. In the same way, a person who wants to pursue, who wants to realize the supreme reality, needs a master to be taught, to be inspired, and above all, to transmit to us his grace through his eyes. Without this, we don't move. We might study all the scriptures of this world. We might listen to satsangs or read from the books, satsangs of masters. But we get just 1/3 of the teachings. The other 2/3 we don't get. And these teachings, which come from books and so on and so forth, other means, they may be inspiring for sure. They may be teaching us many things. But they don't take us to the super state of consciousness. They help us to understand many things at an intellectual level, sure. They do. Maybe we become pandits, we become, those very learned philosophical, religious people. But we don't realize what these books are talking about. It's like if you get a book of recipes and you read it and you say, "Oh, I am very full. I'm very satiated. I don't need anything else." Well, if you may convince yourself, but eventually you'll die starving because recipes do not, bring into your body the nourishment, the substances that your cells needs to build up, the bodily tissues. For doing so, they need food, nourishment. So just the books about recipes doesn't feed us, doesn't nourish us. We need to then, make the food, prepare it, following the recipes, maybe if we like. And that's also not enough. Then we need to eat it, and that's also not enough. Then we need to digest it. That's also not enough. Then we need to metabolize it. Cells need to transform these plasma, these tissues which we get out from the digestion, from the digestion, and transform it into all the other bodily tissues. Then our body keeps building up and we keep living. Otherwise, we die. So, in the same way, we need to have this transmission, eyes to eyes, face to face, eyes to eyes from a living master. Through his eyes, through his darshan, so called the most precious practice in this world, to me, we get so much blessings. Like Sant Ajaib here is saying, now my master has given me the blessing through his eyes. What a great something. What a good luck. Also, what an easy way. My God, I just look into the eyes of a person and I get this upliftment. What else you want? You don't need to read books. You don't need to break your head after difficult things. You just look into the master's eyes with full concentration, with full love, with the real pleasure of looking into this face. And you get all these blessings. You have all these wonderful experiences. Sometimes I'm amazed when people, at the retreats, sometimes they write me mails and they describe the experiences they had when we have retreats, when they meditate with me, when they have darshan, the wonderful things that happen. And I'm just amazed myself how this inner power can transmit so much grace just through the eyes of a person. But, I had the same experiences with my master. It's a wonderful something because when I was with my master, just by looking into his eyes, I had the most extraordinary experiences I ever had. The most beautiful things that happened to me with my gurus, both as body of Hazur Kirpal and Sant Ajaib Singh, they came through their eyes. You may believe it or not, but it was exactly so. And now I see that the same thing happens with those people who attend my retreats, who meditate with him and have darshan. The same kind of experiences are happening now. So that's how it works. It's very, very simple. And it is very true that the grace, the upliftment comes through the eyes, the blessing, grace, the benediction comes through the eyes. I was wandering from door to door. Nobody cared about me. I didn't understand myself, neither alive nor dead. Master has made me alive. This is what he says in the next sentence. He was looking for truth. He went everywhere. He went to visit so many sadhus. In India, there are so many. Teaching sometimes foolish things, sometimes dangerous things, sometimes, just taking drugs, and so on and so forth. Chilum Baba. That's what you find very much in India. There are also other realities. I don't want to make Indians upset, but you find a lot of these everywhere. What is a spiritual practice? How do you uplift your consciousness, or how do you get intoxicated? Not by doing a spiritual practice, because that's, it's very difficult. You have to really be disciplined, get up every morning, sit down, maybe do yoga, do meditation, sing the bhajans. No, you just take a substance like, there are so many, ganja or hashish or marijuana and so on and so forth, and you get intoxicated. The thing is, this kind of intoxication eventually makes you kind of kind of mad, you know, you lose your head. These neurons which we have in our brain and nerve system, they get burned down by these substances. So we don't become really wise. We become kind of mindless. So, you know, easy things do not bring good results eventually. It is the difficult things, those things which require a lot of dedication, a lot of discipline, a lot of involvement. Those bring eventually results. And from common human beings, we become very special human beings. We become human beings who are, you know, above the average, so much above the average. In all possible aspects of life, people who are able to manifest all around themselves such a beauty, such an order, such a care, such a love for things. But these kind of other people, you know, those who just take drugs for, you know, getting the intoxication, and they are so chaotic, sometimes so dirty also. So we don't want to be this kind of people. We want to be people who are able to follow a spiritual path with disciplined attitude, you know, do their spiritual practices, as we are told, the initiation of at least 2 hours meditation per day, and if possible, increase it up to 4, maybe 6. And from time to time, have these intense retreats of meditation, in which you meditate all day long, more or less, 10 hours meditation per day, 12. Then, yes, you get the real intoxication. You have you eat his prasad, you attend his satsang, and you meditate with him, you sing the bhajans with him. What else do you want in life? Is there anything better than this? Having the good luck of having retreats with the master and meditate with him for, you know, so many hours. There are so many gurus who go around here and there giving teachings, but with their disciples, they stay very few during the day, you know. I've been attending sometimes situations like these. I've been watching and seeing that there are some who just go for holidays. They go for satsang. They say they go for satsang, but they just go for holidays, for resting, you know. No, you find rare situations in which you have a retreat with the master and he meditates with you 10 hours per day. He sits there with you all the time. He doesn't just talk about meditation, he does it with you. He gives an example. Even during the time of Sant Ajaib Singh, when I was his representative, I was invited here and there to give satsang. I had to give initiation to several places in Europe. I used to go to Malta to give initiation. I used to go to Austria to give initiation. I've been in France also at those times. And people would invite me also to hold retreats, even during the master lifetime. And Sanji always told me, look, when you go to these places, don't just tell the people to meditate. You meditate with them. You meditate. You give an example. So I keep doing it. Even now, I don't just tell the people to meditate. I meditate with them. So it's very good. It's a good luck if we get the chance of spending time like this together with the master, meditate with him, have darshan, have satsang, have prasad, and so on and so forth. This is what really helps us growing spiritually and move towards our realization. So Sant Ajaib Singh, you know, used to wander here and there, looking everywhere in India. He went to so many people looking for the guru who will give him the enlightenment, the realization, the moksha, so-called. But he got, as he often used to say in his bhajans, he got kicked and knocked everywhere. Means he found nothing anywhere. And He found most of the time some foolish kind of people wanting to teach him crazy things. So he kept looking. He didn't get tired. He kept wandering here and there. Whenever he heard of somebody who was special, he just went to see the person and tried to see if he could get anything out of the person. But until he met Master Kupal, he was mostly disappointed. I didn't understand myself, neither dead nor alive. Master eventually made me alive. That's what he says. So when you're looking and looking, and yeah, you get disappointments. Eventually, you get so tired that you may get into the state in which you say, "Oh, I don't know if I'm dead or alive. I'm so much looking, but I don't find. When will I find?" So I was ignorant. I knew nothing. I didn't recognize the glory of the Master, but he has transformed me from dirt into gold. So I was ignorant. I knew nothing. He is so humble that he recognizes it at least. It doesn't mean that he was so ignorant and he knew nothing. But he didn't have that real knowledge of, realizing God. That's the real knowledge. That's where the real knowledge comes from. He didn't have this as yet. So he says, I was ignorant. I knew nothing. I couldn't recognize the glory of my master, the glory of the master. Actually, didn't even know who the master was at that point. But then when I met the master, he transformed me from dirt into gold. But we people, we are so proud. There isn't him, we are worth nothing, I tell you. Beginning from me. But we understand ourselves to be so great, so important, everybody has to respect us and honor us. He has a different attitude. He is very humble. He says, look here. I was ignorant. I knew nothing. Before I met my master, I was dirt. I was mud. I was garbage, kind of thing. I became gold in meeting my master. This is the attitude of the very spiritual person, the very wise person, the one who understands what was the difference in between an ordinary human being and a God man, a man of divine realization. He knows very well that between the one and the other, there is such a vast difference. Maybe we understand, we believe that what is the difference? He does what we do, more or less. He eats, he sleeps, he goes to the toilet as we do. And what else? He gets diseased, he suffers also like we do. What is the difference between us and him? Of course, he has a human body which is subject to all these limits. As far as we have a human body, we have all these limits. But he has risen completely above this. I mean, he is so bright, he is so luminous, he is so shining. He does all these things because he has a body, and of course he has to undergo the limits of this body, the needs of this body. Why not? We have to take proper care of this body. The master definitely takes good care of his body, because it is the temple of God and we have to take care of it. But he is also very much above this physical body. And he can raise above this physical consciousness and tune in with the divinity, with the all-pervading light of God within himself. So, he met his master, and from the earth he was transformed into gold. Very great. Very lucky he was. With my eyes I saw nothing. Night was dark, and there was no road. The master has enlightened me. Often people ask, what's enlightenment? This is a very good analogy what Sant Ajaib Singh is giving here. I knew nothing, I saw nothing, I was in complete darkness. Then the master enlightened me, and I saw everything that I needed to see. So it is the state of non-enlightenment. It is like when you are in a pitch dark room, place, and you don't see anything. You don't see if there is anything or if there isn't anything there. For you there is nothing because you don't see anything. But if there is a possibility of switching on a bulb, then once you switch it on, you see everything. If there is anything, you see it. If there is nothing, you also see it. So that's enlightenment. When we are not enlightened, we don't see anything clear. It's all confusion. It's all darkness. We don't see the road leading us or guiding. But once we are enlightened, then we see everything very clear. We understand which is the purpose of life. We see the purpose of life. We experience it. And everything becomes so clear. Normally people are so confused. They don't know which is the purpose of life. Many people say, well, I don't know why I'm here. What is the reason of this life? Which is the purpose of this life? So many people wonder why we are here. Many wouldn't like to be here. Many commit suicide because they get so fed up with this senseless life. But once you are enlightened, then, oh my, you know very well that life has such a great purpose. There's such a great direction that we have to pursue and reach. We have to become divine. Master Kipar used to say we are divine in nature. We have to find out, realize this divinity. Sadhguru has come to my home. He has awakened my sleeping fortune. Ajaib has been uplifted by Sadhguru Kirpal. This is how we began. Sadhguru has come to my home. That's why it happened with him, with Sant Ajaib Singh, this my beautiful master. Master Kirpal went to his home eventually. He was looking here and there and there and he didn't find what he wanted, but it made sense for him. What really uplifted him. Eventually, since he was so sincere in his quest, and he really went and knocked to every door that he came across, that he knew, there must have been many that he didn't know this is very true. But, you know, each one of us meets with situations, with some situations, and we don't meet with others. So he met with many situations which didn't mean much to him, didn't have much of an effect on him. But he was very sincere. And you know, it is said that if you knock, it shall be open unto you. If you seek, you shall find. If you ask for bread, you'll be given bread. You won't be given a stone. If you are thirsty, you get the water. Master Kirpal very often used this quotation from the Bible. There is water for the thirsty, there is food for the hungry. So Sant Ajaib Singh was a very thirsty, hungry man of God. He made so many efforts for realizing this divinity, this divine state. So since he was so sincere and he tried all possible means, eventually, you know, the mountain went to Muhammad. Means the great Sadguru, Kirpal, went to Ajaib and he gave him all what he was looking for and even much more, I would say. He had such an effect on the life of Sanji that it was just amazing. People were just so surprised to see what a change the meeting with Master Kirpal brought into his life, how he changed completely his life, how he went in such a very deep meditation, and how he became what he became. So it is such a good luck, it is such a great something to spend time with these great beings, those real seekers after truth, and those who realize the truth. It is such a great blessing to spend time with a master, to love a master, and to live those very precious moments, those very intoxicating, blissful, enlightening moments that we have with the master. And not just moments, sometimes it's much more. So at the end of this satsang, what should I say? I would say that, you know what? If you don't have a master, look for a master. That's the only hope for you. If you have a master, just treasure this relation the most you can. Just be so happy, so grateful to the infinite, to the inviolable, to the eternal, that he has given you such a chance, such a gift of meeting a master. And if you have this master, just stay devoted to him for the rest of your life. Just keep meditating with him as much as you can, as far as he is alive. Take full advantage of him being in this world. And be grateful, be humble, be devoted, cooperate with the master. Don't be lazy. Don't be an incapable, a disabled spiritual person. Be a person who acts, a person who does the things, cooperates with the master, and does all possible things to please his or master. This is the way I spend my life. I dedicated all my life to my two great Sadgurus, Kirpal, Ajaib. And I am so happy with it. They have given me all the blessings, all the treasures, all the very meaningful things that a man needs to live a meaningful life. So we thank our beloved Master Sanji for this very beautiful bhajan, both in the melody and in the meaning. It is so beautiful, this bhajan. As I said, I always loved it, and I sang it so many times. So we thank him for these precious teachings, for this satsang. It comes all from him. We recognize it, we appreciate it, and we bow down to him. And we promise that, look here, Babaji, I am going to really be, sincere. I am really going to follow your teachings, and I really want to please you, and I will try to realize what you would like me to realize. Great. So to end this satsang, we have also a bit of a meditation, because it would be sinful not to spend some time together meditating. And as I often say, distance doesn't matter. We are together in our heart, in our surat, in our everything. We are together. We don't care about the distance. So now I sing another bhajan, and then I guide you a bit in meditation. Just listen to this also with all of your attention. Maybe you close your eyes already and begin meditating while you listen to it. It's a short, very beautiful bhajan. I say I don't know the author of this bhajan, but it's a beautiful bhajan that used to be sung by the devotees of Ninkaroli Baba. मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमन शादम क्या अर्पित है मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमन श्रद्धा क्या अर्पित है तेरे हृदय है जो नहीं तुझको समर्पित है तेरे हृदय है जो वही तुझको समर्पित है न प्रीति है प्रातीति है नहीं पूजा की शक्ति है मेरा या मन मेरा या तन मेरा कन कन समर्पित है न प्रीति है प्रातीति है नहीं पूजा की शक्ति है मेरा या मन मेरा या तन मेरा खन खन समर्पित है मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमन श्रद्धा समर्पित तुम ही हो भाव में मेरे विचार में पुकारूं मैं तुम ही हो भाव में मेरे विचार में पुकारूं मैं बना ले यंत्रा अब मुझको मेरे सर्वंत्रा समर्पित मेरे गुरुदेव चरणों पर सुमन Shraddha che arpita tere hirde hai jo wahi tu jako समर्पित तेरे हृदय है जो वही तुझको समर्पित My Gurudeva, I offer these flowers of my faith at your feet. Whatever I have, you have given to me, and I dedicate it all to you. I have no love, nor do I know you. I don't even have the strength to worship you. But this mind of mine, this body of mine, my very every atom, I dedicate it to you. You are the only one in my heart and in my thoughts. You are the one whom I call out to. Now, make me your instrumental. I am offered to you. So, by a heart sweetened by this satsang, these beautiful bhajans, and the great meaning, the very holy meaning contained into them. We try now to go deep into ourselves. We want to relax, to be at peace, to just disappear in this holy, holy presence. So we try to just surrender completely, give up completely. We don't want to exist anymore as individuals. We want to just melt down into this holy light, holy presence, and become one with it. No more I, only you. I did not exist. Only you exist. I don't want to take your place. I want you and only you to be the ever and forever presence, consciousness, reality. I as an individual, I'm an illusion. You as universal are real. So I just want to melt into you and become you. Allow me that I become you. So let's try to forget everything and just be aware of this holy presence. Look steadily in the center. Repeat the Simran with love and devotion. And pray to our beloved Sadguru's seven Kirpal Ajaib to bless us, to uplift us, to enlighten us. Sam Kirpa Anjan Savam Kirpa Ajaib Savam Kirpa Ajaib Savam Kirpa Ajaib Ajaib. So, dear ones, I hope you enjoyed the satsang. I hope it made sense to you, it inspired you, it boosted you up. That's the purpose for these satsangs, that you get the help, you get encouragement, and the teachings to keep going on the path and realize the goal of it. So I thank all the dear ones who have been listening, have been present, and in this way contributing also towards this satsang. I love you all. I would really like everybody that associates with me to be the most happy, the most fulfilled person in this world. So you have all my love, all my care, all my attention, and I'm always with you. God bless you.